Morning, illegal granola. How are you this morning? Just getting my brushes ready for today. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started then. So, just to recap what we did last time. We worked on, I believe it was one of these, probably this Shoretrooper here actually, the one on my right, but we currently have 4 that we've done so far. They have their red arms and everything. And we have 3 left to go, so we're going to do now this one here. That means hopefully in 3 weeks or so, we'll be moving on to the next step, which will be a lot faster for all of them. You're going to write emails and draw? That's cool. Yeah. Do whatever works for you. Alright. We're going to be making our tan color. Again, we're taking this buff color. We're going to be adding a little bit of white to lighten it. And then we're adding just a little bit of white to lighten it up, and a dash of blue, I believe, to tone back the red levels, just to make it look a bit more tan. This is with some white that we used. And then here's our pastel blue that we're going to be adding. And this is the one where you try and add just a drop. I'm going to afford to. I think that's already maybe a little bit too much, but we'll see. Add some water to it. Morning, Veters. How are you? That's a pretty nice tan color. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Alright, again, we'll be using our Rosemary & Co. size 2 series 33. And some cleaning done, usual Sunday. Yep, that's how Sunday should be. I'll be going grocery shopping after this for the week. Similar deal. So I tried using DaVinci Resolve in the program for video editing this weekend, so yesterday evening. The program itself is fantastic. I love it. But it just demolished my computer. Like, it was a little bit laggy the entire time, which was a bit unfortunate, but the program itself was great. But man, I think the writing is on the wall about my computer, that's for sure. Also, at any time, let me know how the volume level is for the music. I can always go adjust it. I'm gonna run our brush over this so that we're not pooling all the paint into these holes. Kind of like that. Okay, let me just go ahead and adjust that real quick. Make sure it's a little bit lower. Let's see, what's the best one? Maybe that's better. How about that? Sounds good. Hey, yeah, definitely. Thanks for telling me that. Yeah, I'll eventually probably get a better way to control the volume directly from my desk. My hands are a bit tied because even though I'm playing through Spotify, my phone is the top camera, so I can't actually touch my Spotify with my phone. But maybe I can just get this open. Maybe I'll just install Spotify on this computer so I can do it. Oh yeah. This Avatar song is pretty funny. So I did some thrifting for PlayStation 3, well, just PlayStation games in general. I did some thrifting on it this weekend and on Friday, and pretty much only picked up like $5 titles, but just started filling in a lot of the easy to find stuff, which is nice. I got myself Red Dead 1, as well as what was it? Both of the Darksiders games. So I'm gonna be working my way through them first, just because I've never finished Darksiders, so it'd be fun to actually play that through. Yeah, some of these songs are really good. They're a vibe for sure. Here. I need it further. There we go. Forgot what it was I found at a Goodwill that was like a $30 game, and it was almost a really good find, but the disc was like scratched to heck, and because of that I just was a little too afraid to get it. It's like a $30 find, but it was like $5 there, but I decided to pass on it because of the disc quality. I think I'm going to be like slow and steady thrifting for the most part, with a few exceptions for the ones that maybe both aren't too expensive, but also maybe have some like, I wouldn't say urgency. Well, yeah, urgency maybe is the word that I'm looking for. It's like I'm anxious to play them, therefore I'm willing to like grab them since they're like not that expensive to begin with. Like Metal Gear games would be a good example. I actually really do want to stream myself playing Metal Gear through the Metal Gear games. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Right. This guy is quite a bit more straightforward than the last guy we were working on. It's also really sad and interesting to see how, like, N64 games now are, like, finding relics. Like, it's so, N64 games and PS1, like, that era is, like, virtually unfindable at this point at a traditional shop. I think it's just because, like, anything that generation and older, just, everyone who cares already has it. You know, kind of sad. Makes me realize that maybe I need to be shoring up the GameCube collection in that era sooner rather than later, because that's going to quickly go the same way probably. Be a little scrappy on this arm because again, that arm will be red. I'm just like blocking out the where it goes. I actually need to send an email today as well. Our upstairs neighbors are at it again with their super loudness. Like our upstairs neighbors are like elephants or something with the way they stomp around their apartment and just like are constantly loud and waking people, like, and just disturbing you. And normally we're pretty chill about it. We're just like, okay, fine, you know, during the day or whatever. But not last night, but the night before, they were at it, but it was us like 3 a.m. And so I was like, all right, time to send another complaint to the management. I don't like being the one that complains and like makes them, you know, get contacted by management, but you know, you can't be doing that at 3 a.m. You can't be jumping around and like, I don't even know what they're doing, but it always sounds like they're deadlifting or something in their room. Something ridiculous. This inner part of the arm. That inner part of the arm is going to be a pain to get in there. Third year of college, we had the same problem with the upstairs folks. Turns out they were dancers. That's pretty funny. That would certainly explain it. These people are not dancers. I'm almost certain of that, but I think they're just rowdy frat boys, or like rowdy people who like to party. We kind of try and stay away from them right now because I see them like almost every night going out in like what looks like clubbing attire with a group of people that do not live with them, and I always assume they're going like clubbing at the Domain or something. Dang, this music makes me really miss me some OG Legend of Zelda. It hit me with all that Ocarina of Time vibes. Actually, this is Majora's Mask, right? Is this the clock tower? Or maybe they... No, this is... I think this is from Majora's Mask, but they might have... I forgot if this was originally used in Ocarina of Time or not. It wasn't the clock tower, it was the observatory. I'm embarrassed to say I never finished Majora's Mask. Not worthy. Not worthy. Looks like he's coming out of the woodwork for us. Not the cleanest line I've done. Sure. Yeah, it's not great, but we can fix that. Bad. I've seen so many of these backs that it's these armors that it's getting a little old. Okay. Just imagine the fact that a lot of people who play this faction would play with 3 full troops of these guys. That would be like doing what we're doing, multiply it by 3. That would be crazy. Oh, I saw that yesterday, or maybe even this morning. No, it was yesterday. Donkey came out with a review for the Resident Evil 1 remastered, like the original remaster on the GameCube. It was a really funny review. He was basically spending half his time ripping into the game mechanics, and then half the time explaining why Resident Evil is so brilliant of a combination of like very clever horror and then just like really goofy moments that make you laugh about it. I think what really got me was when he starts talking about how it's a game about traveling through a mansion and finding mansion secrets and stuff, and he starts playing the Luigi's Mansion soundtrack. That got me good when he started doing that. You saw that, you thought the thing about the 2D environments with 3D accents was cool. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like the fact that they got the game to look so good by essentially cheating about the rendered background just being like a picture. Like that is, I did not really put two and two together that, yeah, that is the way that they did it on Donkey Kong Country. But also like the fact that that was really interesting to me because I used to watch this making of Star Wars movie as a kid, and they talked about how some of their special effects were basically that, like the idea of they did a pseudo green screen where they cropped the field of view that of whoever was like acting, say in a giant, like Obi-Wan's in this giant, you know, pit or something on the Death Star, and they would crop out the image so that only the part of like the walkway and stuff was visible, and then they just stuck this giant painting overlay of on top of that of the rest of the giant shaft, and that was kind of interesting to see that similarity. The way it blends together makes it a great horror game, but my god, the tank controls, yeah. That's for sure. It's horrific, especially with like the camera angle, like swaps are just, yeah. Long time ago, when I was in school still, I had just finished Resident Evil 4, maybe even 5 and 6. I'm not 100% on that, but I was like playing through like the new age, like worst Resident Evils of the main franchise. And then I saw that remastered version and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll check that out, right? And I didn't make it past like, I didn't make it more than maybe 10 minutes in. Like, I met my first zombie and was like, oh, I'm supposed to shoot this, right? And then I was like, okay, this is not my game, and I just uninstalled it. It was pretty bad. I'm very interested to try and redeem myself, though. I will say the graphics of the original are such that I would probably insist on playing the remastered edition. But from what I hear, it's a pretty faithful remake. That one's like just like a textures update of the originals, so it would basically still just be doing with tank controls and all that nonsense. Play it on PC, we can get the item randomizer going. Yeah, is that really appropriate for the first playthrough? That'd be pretty funny though. It may as well be an item randomizer on your first playthrough. I mean, I think Resident Evil 7 did a degree of item randomizer, just like not for the key items, but for the non-key items, right? Like that was my impression of 3. Not 3, 7. Is that like you don't really know what you're gonna get from an ammo perspective? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm thinking of one of the other Resident Evils, like Gun Survivor or something crazy. Oh yeah, they did do that? Okay. It's like a similar idea. I was kind of out of curiosity, I was going through the achievement list of 7. It looks like a pain. It's like, it's a lot more in line of like, do this one specific thing in this moment, so all these achievements are just super missable. There are some pretty crazy ones. One of them is when Mr. Baker does his insta-kill like scissors attack during that first boss fight with him, duck it or something like that. And I'm like, okay. Another funny one is key items are all the same, but an herb will just be an empty bottle. Yeah, that's basically it. I thought it was really funny when Chris Redfield showed up and he had all those different like red, green, and yellow vials on him. I'm like, alright, is that like a reference to him having vials of herbs on him? But yeah, I'm still kind of noodling on what to play next. I think playing Resident Evil 8 next is just a really simple segue, so we'll probably be doing that after we finish Hades. But after that, I'm not sure. I might add a little bit of variety or take a bit of a break, cover a different game. If I've gotten a copy of Metal Gear 1, and I might actually do that. Because more likely than not, we'll be playing Resident Evil 8 on the PS5. So that would be a pretty cool little segue, and we'll have the appropriate like streaming stuff set up for it at that point, I assume. But yeah, running through some of the Hideo Kojima nonsense would be pretty fun, I imagine. I'm not really sure how we're going to do the controller port trick on a PS1 emulator. One does not simply finish Hades? Oh geez, how long am I in for on this? How much time do I have? Like, I'll find out. Alright. Sounds good. Maybe I have more time than I realized then. I mean, I knew I wasn't. It was probably going to be like a few weeks at least. But, you know, I just wanted to be sure. Be careful that I had at least something lined up. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. making good progress. We might just power through and jump onto the next one. We have the time for it. That would mean that I'm getting faster at this. Nice. There's a ridiculous amount of post-beating the game content if you want to unlock all the things and you'll never get bored. Ah, I see. Yeah. So it's like you beat the game very quickly-ish. And then you're just there forever doing the after. I guess Nier is not the same. Nier is like you're just playing the game over and over again to get all the endings. Maybe if I play Nier, Garrett will watch my stream. Or maybe if I stream painting as Monster Hunter figures. This song reminds me to do playing of Pokemon Leaf Green and not realizing there's a PC to store Pokemon. You didn't know there was a PC to store Pokemon when you played? Oh man, I haven't played Pokemon in so long. I'm not as good at picking out which song is which on those. There we go. Alright, now to do the easy leg. Relatively easy leg. Here. You're a little baby third grader just along for the ride. Your Blastoise was so strong. That was, I feel like, the, what do you call that? Like, the classic childhood experience on Pokemon was like your starter being like ridiculously strong. Not maybe being close to the only one that you had that was strong. I remember, like, fixating on leveling my Pokemon up to 100, and then once it happened, I was like, what now? I grinded the Elite Four so many times. Garrett said he would rather watch a Nier stream and maybe watch the Monster Hunter figurine painting. Of course he'd watch a Nier stream. Yeah, I mean, he would watch stuff that he likes. So that makes sense. I guess a near stream, we would have to get every ending on stream. That's like, eventually I'm saying, like, through the course of streaming it, that would be like, point. Is Nier sort of like, is Nier more like Star Fox in that you can like kind of play through it in a single sitting, and then you're just doing it as many times to like get all the endings, or is it a bit longer than that? By Star Fox, I mean Star Fox 64. Of course he'd what? 5 endings out of the 26. 5 are real endings, the other 21 are jokes and bonuses. Garrett gasped and said no. To Veters or to the length of a playthrough question that I had? It has 3 main playthroughs. First is around 16 hours, second is around 10 hours, and third is around 10 hours again. Okay, so it's like a, what do you call that? It's like the length of an indie game or something. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. This leg was the easier one. I lied. This part's not easy. This part is fiddle. Okay. We'll accept that. Second playthrough is a repeat of the first through a different character. Third is a continuation from the first 2 playthroughs. Oh wow, okay. That is not what I thought multiple endings meant. I thought it was like if you play from the beginning, like from the same beginning, you can get like 25 or 26 different. Okay, that's interesting. Makes sense. Good, solid base. That add a lot more definition to it later. One of the things that I definitely wanted to stream actually was Ogre Battles, like Ogre Battle 64, and if I can actually track down Tactics, the old Tactics Ogres on PlayStation, that would be a fun stream, I think, because people will be like, what the hell hell is this game? That'd be fun. I guess the results is a better way to say it than ending. I guess results is a better way to say it than endings. I see. You can technically kick all 21 endings in one full playthrough, but endings D, E, and F are more exclusive. I see. Well, that's interesting. So you can like... Does that mean some of the endings are just like game overs, essentially? In the sense that in a single playthrough, you get one ending and they're like resetting? Do you have to like set up like backup saves in order to reset if you're doing it all in one playthrough? Right, like not just resets from the last save point. Yeah, they're joke game overs. All you gotta do is talk about Nier for at least 5 minutes each stream and Garrett will show up. Yeah, that's pretty... That's the way to summon him. Free views for saying Nier. That's funny. But yeah, so they're joke game overs and they reset from the last save point. Gotcha. Garrett turns into the Kool-Aid man and busts through the walls when you say Nier. That or Dark Souls, probably. Well, it's kind of like, we have a lot of friends that are like that. Another good example is friend Derek. He perpetually never has time for anything, so you ask him, like, to the degree that I had a exchange or a conversation with him go like, hey, are you free to play this game? And he goes, depends on when. And I said, we can be flexible. What time are you free? And he goes, actually, I'm never free. And then, you'd play a co-op run for any of the Soulsborne. And did someone say Yoko Taro? What was funny about Derek was that someone was just like, every time someone's like, hey, anyone want to play Risk of Rain 2? He's just like, yeah, I'm free like right now. Like, it's so funny seeing how his schedule magically clears up whenever Risk of Rain 2 is brought up. A co-op run of Soulsborne. How does that logistically work? In the sense of like, do you each start the game from scratch? Is that possible? Like, are you allowed to do that? Or is it more like one person has beaten the game, so they're coming in and actively assisting you player or something? That or Secret Hitler, exactly. He has like a short list of things, but it was so funny because he was like, depends, when is it? And I'm like, well, why don't we do when you're free? And he's like, oh, just kidding, I'm never free. Like, like, all right, we caught him in the lie. Leg is hard, y'all. There we go. And you just get in there and fix. Got some new legs. Gotta do the chest still, I forgot. Yeah, I'm practically amazed that the Among Us like groups in our Discord are still like going strong. To be honest, but I guess people like that game. I'm not super sure for co-op runs with Dark Souls. You'd probably just create a new character to run through with you. You don't know if the game levels you down if you're New Game Plus. But one player would just be a Phantom and the other players. Okay, yeah, that's the Phantom part I kind of assumed. I just didn't know, like, from the Phantoms, like... Wait, do the other Soulsborns give you, like, legit ways to do co-op runs? Like Demon Souls and Bloodborne and stuff like that, they give you other options? Ranger Gillen, am I mistaken about the... Maybe what I'm actually seeing is a secret Hitler group or something, and I just see these giant lobbies of people and I assume it's Among Us, but maybe it's not actually Among Us. The ones I think that I see on Tuesdays. Bloodborne lets you call people in, yeah. Haven't tried it with Souls. Even with the new map, we're struggling to get enough people to start Among Us game. Bloodborne has Chalice Dungeon. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was like, yeah, in my head I was definitely thinking of how Dark Souls would do it. And I was like, that'd be interesting. It almost just co-op run at that point would almost be like one person carrying you. You'd have to like level down exactly to match what the other player can do. And at what point are you just playing a different kind of Monster Hunter, though? You play co-op Soulsborne. At what point is it just Monster Hunter? I'll answer that question, I guess, for myself. It's when you fight someone like Ornstein and Smo, and it's just like Rathian and Rathalos all over again. Oh, Chalice Dungeons are challenge dungeons designed sort of for co-op. Yeah, I don't know if it was like something other than Among Us. At what point is everything Monster Hunter? Yeah, that's true. Monster Hunter is just people who like boss fights. Here's a bunch of boss fights. At least Dark Souls gives you a bit of stuff to do in between. Ranger Gillen, is the game not compatible with like smartphone headsets? You know, you can use Google Cardboard or something. It gets super easy with enough Phantoms, helps some people in Demon Souls, and we had 4 people, easiest boss fight ever, just constant stun lock. Yeah, that's sort of my, not, I guess, concern or like kind of thoughts on co-op in Dark Souls, is it doesn't seem to be designed around that. Like, at least in Monster Hunter, it seems that was sort of the intent, right? Is to have multiple people fighting the monster. So they kind of have attacks that are... You have like a stun mechanic that's like designed to not be abusable and all this stuff, but it just seems that Soulsborne starts to break down if you have a bunch of people like playing. Like at that point, are you getting a true Dark Souls experience? It's definitely a true Monster Hunter experience, getting carried by better players with better gear. Maybe aren't even that good. Monster Hunter's come a long way. When we played on the Wii, people used to call you trash. Like, dang, why are you flaming in this game? Ah, 2 players, not bad. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if they designed it for co-op, like, there's probably like a sweet spot of what they intended, and I could see it being 2, just because of the invasion mechanic. Not invasion, but like whatever the assist version of invading is called. Okay. This guy was supposed to be really easy, and now this part is horrific. Like, what on earth are we supposed to do? We're gonna go in like that. Alright, we're gonna surgically apply our paint through this little gap here. And it will, nothing will go wrong. I'm gonna say it now. You need to have utmost confidence that nothing will go wrong. Okay, let's go from the other side now. Nothing will go wrong. Little bit left. Haven't done yet. And this one we don't need to be super like. I just don't like when people like turn the miniature over and they're like, "Oh my God, you didn't paint the chest." Or something. Now at least we have an attempt to paint the chest. Brush some of that messed up paint off, and we'll go over it with some black later. Fix it. Nice, not bad. Still down though. Chalice dungeons don't scale with New Game Plus, so we should be able to do a run without issue. I still need to finish playing through Demon Souls. I made it. I went to the second area, the one with the mines. I got a little stuck. I just was not good. I think it's I don't like the sword. Like the whole sword and shield, it's a sort of, not sword and shield, but the fact that like they haven't given me a single option for like a very heavy weapon yet, and that's like, I'm just not good at using the other weapons yet. Kind of like my Monster Hunter experience where I just can't seem to branch out to other styles of play. Oh, speaking of old games, oh, I should get a Claymore soonish, but I don't know the timing of Demon Souls weapons. Yeah, no idea. Oh, Vito, is he getting sucked back into Magic? Yeah, that'll take a lot of your time for sure. I'm still free for now from it. We'll see for how long, I guess. But for now, I'm pretty free from it. Oh, speaking of like just hearing all this old game music and just like thinking about it, I was talking with my mom recently, and she plays a lot of Animal Crossing. So she's been playing, you know, the Switch one, and she knows some things, but she doesn't necessarily know all the different like tips and stuff. And but she was talking about how she really loves all the new Mario furniture and items. So she was like, oh, I really like the pipe and stuff like that. And she was like, but you can't even go on the pipe or something like that. And I explained to her, like, actually, if you buy a second pipe, you can link them up and you can warp between them. And her mind was blown, first of all. So she was super excited about that. And then she proceeds to compare it. She's like, is it like when you played your old Donkey Kong 64 game and you would like teleport all the way on top of a castle and stuff because, you know, you stood on those number pads? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It's like, what an interesting thing to come to mind when you're told that. I was thinking more along the lines of it's actually like the warp pipes from Mario, but that was where her mind went. It was pretty funny. Do an Animal Crossing stream with my mom. I don't know if she gets up this early, and maybe that'd be funny. Arclight Phoenix is back for historic, so you're getting sucked back into. Okay, yeah, sure. Might be able to buy a claymore with the Stone Fang Demon. I don't remember which Stone Fang Blacksmith, sorry. If that's the one at the beginning of the level, I don't think so. I checked. But okay. It'll be okay. My paint is starting to get a bit goopy. Let's add some. All right. Some more of these points of You unlocked the blacksmith before the first boss. He is unlocked with the first shortcut. So that guy. Oh, I was thinking of the shortcut blacksmith from the second area. Who's in the first area when you unlock your first shortcut. And yeah, I don't even think I made it to the first boss. That's like, I got the first shortcut in the second area, and then you get that blacksmith in like the underground area. I checked him and he didn't have anything that I wanted. Work. Second area. Yeah, he's unlocked with the short. Yeah, two. I found that blacksmith and I checked him, and he. I don't think he had it because I was explicitly looking for it. I also didn't realize the criterion being invaded, so I was just chilling there in human form in the main area, and then I got invaded, and I didn't realize it's because I was at full health. That was pretty funny. I didn't realize that is how you trigger the matchmaking. You have to be at full health before they consider it. Which both makes sense, I guess, because then you won't usually be invaded going through an area. Garrett, would you be interested in watching... Oh, yep, that is the human equivalent in the game. Yeah, that was... Whoops, I guess. I didn't realize... Because I thought just being a human was already putting me at risk of being invaded. I didn't realize, like, you had to be a human at full health to get invaded. But that made sense. I saw it. Garrett, would you be interested in watching the old Metal Gear games being played through? Actually, an interesting one that I also considered doing was Last of Us, because I haven't finished Last of Us. Do another playthrough of that. Probably the remastered edition, and then go through 2. This stream is it would just basically turn into Kevin catches up on great games that he never played. Kevin knocks out his backlog. Getting there. I think there's just a few last places that I need to hit that I haven't boosted. Get into the finishing touches. Or not the finishing touches, but touch up. Back with it. Oh yeah, this shoulder pad needs. Which Metal Gear? I don't know which one you watched me play already. So, the one you watched me play was the one on the GameCube called Twin Snakes. But what I was trying to do was track down a copy of the original of that game on PlayStation 1. But after I did that, I would be wanting to play 2 and 3. Because Twin Snakes, the one that we watched, is technically the original. Not the original, but like the first episode in the story, right? I might do that one like on my own, but we never finished it, so that's why it would be interesting to go through it, I guess. I think YouTube caught on to some of my searching for that game, because I got this really funny suggestion on my videos of like a short clip of someone trying to do the revolver ocelot gun tricks. It was pretty funny. where he like twirls his revolvers constantly back and forth and stuff. That was like absolutely, I think, the funniest and one of my favorite like parts of that game was how in like your first encounter with him, you shoot his hand, and then the next time you see him, he tries to do his gun trick and he can't, and he drops the gun. It's so funny. Just play Death Stranding, I guess. I mean, I do want to experience the Metal Gear games. They're crazy. They're like very interesting, right? But no, yeah, I mean, probably, I don't know what order to do everything in. Maybe I'll just play Death Stranding. That does not seem like a friendly streaming game. Everyone's gonna be... If I play Death Stranding, I'll have to do it on Sundays when, like, you know, everyone can just put in the background. Which metal? So yeah, I don't know. I think for the very next thing I play is, I mean, it's still gonna be Hades, and then it's probably gonna be, Resident Evil 8, probably, and then after that, maybe I'll just knock out some of the good PS4 games that I haven't played yet. So maybe I'll do a near run after that. This is all pretty far in the future if we think about it, since we're only playing once a week. Do you think it would be a good idea during a near playthrough to try and get all the endings in the first playthrough, like with help from the chat? Or is it more appropriate just to experience it blind, so to speak? Near. Would it be appropriate to try and get, in a casual first time playthrough, would it be appropriate to try and, for the purposes of like, say, people watching and stuff, like what if you try to get every ending on your first playthrough with people just helping you get them, essentially? Especially like a lot of the mini joke endings. Like, oh, like go die here or something. It's more like what I'm thinking, you know, like oh, if I die here, we get an ending. So let's look at that real quick. Play it blind with chat help to get all the endings. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just don't. Yeah, I don't want to like look it up and spoil myself. But having the chat there to like make sure you don't miss stuff, for that type of stuff is like seems good. Man, this one's such a good song. Side endings are purely jokes. But I mean, let's be real. Will I get a trophy for seeing them? Alright, we're gonna be cleaning up some of the parts of brown that we hit using this slightly darker brown. We're using our older brush. That tiny little dab. Line. More define that line. That looks good. Did I miss anywhere? Real endings you also don't need help for, no prep needed like in Soulsborne. Literally can buy all the trophies for platinum with in-game currency. Wait. What? What do you mean? Like you can like buy the endings with in-game currency? That's pretty weird. Looking. I think we're gonna call this finished. We have some time, so we'll probably just jump on to the next one. Yeah, you buy the trophy itself. Yoko Taro is an auteur like Kojima and does stuff like that. You can also delete your entire save file by accident with the true ending of the game. I see. Alright. Good to know. Alright, so this one's done. We still have the red arm to do, but we'll probably do that in a batch with the other guys that are remaining. Let's go ahead and get a head start, because we got more time. Now we're going to go ahead and get a head start on this guy. There's a little bit less to be done on here, but not by much. So this is the special weapons guy. This is the T-21 Bravo weapons guy. Yeah, I'll have to be careful about deleting my save. How does that interact with like cloud saving and stuff? Does it get through all of that too? You don't know? Yeah. It's fine either way. But yeah, I'll have to be careful then. Huh. This guy's helmet looks bigger than the other ones, but maybe that's just me. think it's rather obvious when the prompt for deleting your save comes up in the credits, so you don't have to worry. Yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense. I remember you telling me that and like the backlash from players and stuff. Did you do it when you were playing through? I guess you already knew it going into it, or did you accidentally do it? Looking good. Better angle on this. Well, no, there's an artist reason to do it, but I wanted my save file. After becoming a hero, it asks if you want to be a martyr, pretty much. That's pretty funny. There is a I want to experience it in its entirety martyr. Like, I'm going to sacrifice myself for the sake of the art. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny though. Yeah, eventually we will play it. Maybe we'll just throw that on the queue after RE8. Honestly, you should watch Resident Evil 8 just to see sexy vampire lady, dude. Lady Dimitrescu. There's no way she won't stay pretty the entire game, I promise. One's actually going to be pretty easy to paint because the priming went on mostly white. That is quite a good thing. When does RE? Yeah, it comes out soon. It's we're not going to be playing it immediately because we're playing Hades, and I need like a psychological break for sure. But I am like eager to jump into that one. Probably, I don't know, maybe we'll do Not a Hero on Resident Evil 7 before we do 8, but just because that one gives you a little bit of extra story. But overall, like, we're going to be doing it probably pretty soon after Hades. 2 weeks of Hades at least, yeah. Gives me time to figure out what my capture card solution will be and whether or not I'm going to play on PC or if I'm going to play on PS5. I'm leaning PS5 just because even 7 was already starting to struggle bus a bit on that game. And it was like to the point where like sometimes you'd walk into an area and the game would stutter to like load an enemy. And you'd be like, oh, okay, when are they coming? You know, but like that is not really something that I want to have too often. And I assume this game, being it's sort of a launch title for the PS5, like a soft version of a launch title, then it would probably be pretty optimized for it. But I do need to do some of the DLC for 7 so that we can at least get a few of the holes of the story filled in. I noticed there was a lot of DLC for that game. Veeters, do you know, are all of them story like relevant, or like some of them fill in like holes in the story, like what the hell is like the Umbrella unit doing there? There's a bit of like reference in there. But are all of the DLC missions like that? Or are some of them a little bit more like just extra, like modes or something like that? Not sure what I'm trying to say. So, like, are all of them like? Which ones do you think would be a good idea to watch before 8? To do before 8? Not a hero, I'm assuming. Not a hero and Zoe. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we'll do those. Maybe I'll do not, I don't know. I'm like super optimistic that not a hero, if you're playing as Chris Redfield, will be less scary, but obviously I think I'm naive. I think that. But I'm really, really hoping it's just some like DLC where you run in with like freaking assault weapons and just just mow through them. That would be nice. Instead of just going into a mansion with a pistol and a knife and hoping it works out. I would be very surprised if a remake of 1 was not on the menu soon. Like, they just did 3. And they just announced 4 in VR. So the only one that's like left on the core stuff is like 0, which was already weird to begin with. They would have to like, I don't know how they would do 0, but like, cause 0 was the dual protagonist approach. But like 1 would just make a lot of sense. Then why do RE2 and 3 before 1. My reasoning is that I think 2 and 3 are more famous, right? 2 and 3 are like the ones that really like threw the game on series on its head, but now that they've been successful, they'd be like, oh, well now let's go and make 1 because they liked 2 and 3. That's my only thought process there, is that they led with their strongest game for a remake, and now that it's been received well, they're going to hopefully go back and remake. They're like, oh, so now you care about the story, you know? But I don't know. It's like the last remaining game now of the originals that has like ridiculous tank controls. I guess that's not true. I think Zero does too, technically. But it's not as bad, right? Maybe it's as bad. Probably naive. I mean, really, if you want, or is their strongest technically? Yeah, that's true. But 4 is their strongest, like, on its own, right? Like, it already is, like, a good game, and they've remade it a bunch of times. Or, like, remastered it, and it just plays well, like, already for modern standards. Whereas, like, they redid 2 and 3 because the tank controls are not fun. I don't know. An interesting question, for sure. If I really need a break from the scary side of Resident Evil, I guess I can also play through 6. I'd rather just play Call of Duty. Nazi zombie slayers. I think this pose that we're working on is probably my favorite pose they have from a painting standpoint, just because it's very, like, easy to paint, but it's not the most dynamic pose, that's for sure. There we go. Much better than on the other model. Play Bloodborne. Healthy mix of scary and hard. Sure, yeah. We could do that. But I guess without thinking too far ahead and scheduling things up, I think it's still going to be Hades into RE8. 80s into our DLCs on 7, and then RE8. Right. Ooh, I hated this temple. The Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time. It was like my introduction. It was my introduction to Legend of Zelda, and as a result, not Legend of Zelda, it's just that solid dungeon. I was stuck in it forever. I learned to hate this music as I was looking around for where to go. It taunts me. Right. Yikes. That part's gonna be fiddly. Alright. We're making some pretty good progress on this guy. Yeah. See, let's get a little bit started on the chest. See how bad it turns out being. switch to our brush B to do this part. Did I finish Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Actually not. We haven't watched the finale yet. We watched the new Mortal Kombat movie though. That was pretty fun. We watched, since we have a shared HBO account, we did watch the new Mortal Kombat. And that was pretty funny. But we need to watch the finale still. Gotta get set up for watching Bad Batch in a bit too. That'll be fun. Is anyone gonna be watching that? Probably go through that another time, maybe next time we're catching this guy up. The only last terrible part is to do right up where the arm meets the chest. Alright, almost there. Yeah, that's not bad. Happy with that. But yeah, no, we haven't finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet, but we're gonna probably finish watching that today. We have the last episode to go. The training montage was pretty funny leading up to it. From the last episode. What is this song? Is this Earthbound? Nice. Boy looks very slick. Nice. We can probably get some progress on these legs. Probably. watch is running slow. Let's do some legs, and then we might be pretty far along on this guy actually. He's looking pretty solid. We coated already. If I can power through on his legs, that means I don't have to be super worried about consistency of our second paint color that we make next time. Just try and speed through this maybe without losing quality. There we go. One leg down. Okay. To the other leg now. Realized that bonking my camera, not on purpose. Okay. All right. I think we'll go back to the other leg now. Actually, since it's 10:55, we'll just well, actually no, yeah. Let's go ahead and do a second coat on this guy. Looks okay. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up here. But this is the progress that we made. So we completed this guy. Got a nice solid coat all around. We're happy with him. We actually got pretty far on this one. Top's looking pretty good. I think we need to probably touch up the legs a bit, but I think overall this guy just needs a second coat. That's fine. Yeah. Pretty good progress overall. I'm gonna go ahead and wash. Let's just wash out and finish that portion of it. Let's first start with Mr. B Team. Work that into a lather. See all that paint coming out. All that gross paint coming out. Make sure we get all that soap out as well so it doesn't like stick together or anything like that. There's still some soap in here. Later, Veeters. Thanks for hanging out again. Have a good Sunday. And now let's do this one. Doesn't seem to be much coming out of this one. That's good. That's good. Vigorously get all that soap out. Same reason. Okay. I think that's about it. So once again, thanks everyone for coming and hanging out with me on a Sunday morning as we paint some miniatures and just chat and have some fun. But yeah, catch us again on Thursday morning. It's a Thursday evening, sorry, at 8:45 p.m. Central. We'll be doing our Hades run through. Sorry, we talked a lot about Nier, but we're going to be playing Hades on Thursday, so definitely come check it out. It's a really cool game, from what I hear, and I'm excited to try it for the first time. But yeah, have a good one, everyone. See you later, Raylan. See you later, everyone. Bye.